You mean President Tinubu is dead or alive? Trying to lobby Trump. All right. You mean President Tinubu is dead or alive? Trying to lobby Trump on arrival. You all are aware of this latest about the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu trying to lobby Donald Trump to stop the bombing in the terrorist hideout. In fact, the amount involved here is a crazy amount. We are talking about 9 million, 9 million, not be small money. Now, they said that Nigeria automatically is now trying to prove to America that yes, truly, it is a terrorist nation. What the Bola Ahmed Tinubu is now trying to say to Trump at this point is that leave us the way we are. Let us be killing the Christians and be killing ourselves. For trying to make that move, it means that the president is in fact dead on arrival. Dead on arrival. My people, it be like say we dey just talk too much. Make una hear wetin people dey talk on the platform, because a lot has been said on this very matter, and I really want you to be among this very topic. Begin to drop your comment and opinion on this matter. Let's go in.
Government already has multiple sources of gathering data concerning the Nigerian state. There is a multi-state government, federal government of Nigeria relations at the diplomatic, the military, and through a series of overseas development assistance programs, which allows them to access official data and to interact with state actors within the Nigerian space, which automatically means that in terms of their joint security working group, in terms of all the dynamics of training, intelligence gathering, and sharing, they have this. But unfortunately, what we are now saying to ourselves, and we have just done, is that we are saying that you want to provide somebody who already has more information and data about Nigeria than you yourself, in some cases, mindful of the fact that the U.S. government, through multilateral platforms, give support to NGOs, even to government. A number of initiatives in the Office of the National Security Advisor that has been identified as the sponsor of this lobby procurement. They have US AID, US government initiatives supporting them, and they already get data. It therefore means that it is wrong, and that is why initially some of us were pleading with Messrs. Daniel Bala and others to kindly tone down their rhetoric of the noise that we are making, because the folks that we are talking from the United States have enough data. Mind you, you equally have the diaspora component, residents in the United States, and you have the information sharing between US government and EU countries that fall into NATO, and you have the media access. And one of the few things that we must never forget is that a number of data that are used by international and foreign missions all over the world are open source, and they are media based. And you have the conventional media, the traditional media like Älīvé, that they can easily monitor and collect data from. And then you have the social media platforms. And when we are talking about the social media platforms, you'll be talking in terms of Facebook, WhatsApp, you'll be talking in terms of Snapchat, Instagram, and the like. It should interest us to note that X, that formerly was Twitter, we have 7.5 million Nigerians that are subscribed to X, and we have 48.7 million Nigerians on Facebook. On Instagram, we already have 9.9 to 12.6 million. TikTok, we have 37.4 million. months of subscription, and we have Snapchat, YouTube, and all others. Now, if the US government that we know and they will take serious information, media monitoring, gathering, and data analysis, we are already aware that they will have more than enough information. So when you are now pushing a lobby project, it means that you must be mindful that whatever you are going to be presenting to them will not really affect their decision making. The foreign policy framework of the United States is already cast in such a way that such lobby will not really make any significant input.
Well, it's interesting you make that point because several people have been drawing parallels between this instance and what we saw happening in South Africa, for example, with a group called AfriForum that was accused of doing a very similar thing that this particular Biafra agitation group is said to have done. However, in the South African case, the data available negated all of these accusations or allegations, if I may call them that. In the Nigerian instance, there are those who are saying that, well, the Nigerian government has had to toe this line because there is a sense of an admission of guilt. What do you think? Do you think that towing this line is an admission of guilt or complicity in some of the issues happening? Because we've seen several governments just stand up to the United States and say, we say no, this is not what's happening, and not use taxpayers' money to try and placate them or, bargain with them. What are your thoughts on this?
Thank you very much, Bømbīñg, for helping to situate it correctly. What you're asking us to discuss now is the opportunity cost of deploying $750,000 US, which is equivalent of about 1.125 billion naira every month, just for advocacy. Whereas, in terms of development, if you are to look at the spectrum of the Sustainable Development Goals, you will discover there is a lot that we can do and achieve deploying that resource, particularly when you look at it from the angle of the internally displaced persons that do not have access to various amenities that will ensure that they have a standard livelihood and be properly catered for and allowed to live like human beings. When you look at the fact that this is more of a procurement thing, then you will discover that how come the disclosure instruments by the DCI group has indicated that the intermediary entity that handles this is one Asta Legal Services situated in Choice Plaza Alkali Road in Kaduna. Is that entity an SPV under the Security Defense Management Architecture of the Nigerian state? If so, what exactly went through the Office of the National Security Advisor in terms of the procurement procedures according to the laws of the Nigerian state? That is not clear, and I'm hoping that the appropriate committees of the National Assembly will do their oversight. Again, when you look at it from the angle of access to information, when you are deploying resources for a particular purpose and objective, then you take a look at it and compare and contrast this same with what had been in public domain before now. You need to ask yourself, how does this affect your integrity status as it is?
Thank you so much. It has affected the integrity status of Nigeria a whole lot. A whole lot. Because that caption alone, Tinubu lobbying Trump with 9 million naira, is in fact enough caption to destroy the integrity of this nation. In fact, Tinubu within 3 years has brought this country completely down to nothing. Now in Nigeria, Nigerian is now tagged number one in corruption in Africa, then number three in the world. Now, very soon, I think by this year, we'll be tagged number one in terrorism. I'm telling you, this year, go and check because of this nonsense that have been discovered about us. I'm telling you. So, what I would say, my dear listeners, this is the reason why you, as an individual, you don't need to keep mute on this matter. You really need to speak up. Keeping mute, you are adding to the problem. But when you rise and speak, yes, I will know that you are really on track. You understand? So, my dear people, make we begin to the talk and make we begin to the pass the message. You understand? Make we begin to the talk and make we begin to the pass the message, because with the talk say money no dey, person they use the small money we get, wey dem supposed to use for the country, to use help the average Nigerian, even though say the education of the average Nigerian, na dem put the money into, that would have been better. Hey, my God. Now, they will now be saying, Trump will now be saying, so it is true that this country is actually supporting the terrorists. Watch and see what happens next. You will say, I said so. Make we share this video. Make everybody see what's in the happen. You understand? Thank you.